Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September reading. This is a general reading, so it may not be resonant for all of you. I'm sure many of you are aware that if you check out your other significant placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, for example, there are possibly other messages for you there. If you're interested in a personal reading, the information about what I offer is in the description box below. I'm grateful to be here and I welcome all of you. I am so grateful for your presence. So let's get started with your overall energy, Scorpio. If you hear the blessed little one upstairs, my neighbors had a new baby. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's joyful. And with the Chariot card, we are doubly confirmed around the focus of your emotional, spiritual energy. You're not allowing yourself to be distracted by the needs of others, particularly those unreasonable demands or requests for help that you perhaps have quite often attended to, sacrificing your own efforts or commitment towards a goal that is meaningful to you. This is encapsulated in the sense of deep self acceptance, deep understanding that you are the way you are, as eccentric, as unusual as that may be, because your gift is unique. Only you can give what the world needs. I love this card for the sense of no longer trying to be like other people, realizing that you are powerful coming from your place of authenticity, your desires, your aspirations, your dreams. Pursuing that is what is most emotionally fulfilling and most productive for you now. In the beginning of September, we have the Death card. This is absolutely pinpointing Pluto, your ruler's movement into Capricorn for the next 10 weeks, about next couple of months by the time you're receiving this message, in a way that is allowing us to touch down on the resilience we've gained, the creativity we've gained from going through Pluto's transit through Capricorn for the past 17 or more years. Through that time, all of us, but you, Scorpio, are uniquely qualified to face down these behaviors, these patterns of behaviors, these aspects of your experience, your own actions, your own words that are not comfortable to you, that you don't feel good about, that you don't feel reflect what is better in you. This is not about perfection. This is about healing up those wounds, healing up those fears that are outsizing the opportunities we have. So the sense that you have released not only relationships, alliances, circumstances that no longer serve you, you've actually released the beliefs that they were founded on. And this is by way of clearing the space for a rebirth, this rebirth that you're actively experiencing in whatever area this is relevant for you. This is really a sense that you are coming into your higher powers, your full expression of your talents and gifts, and that you are experiencing this rebirth as a way of a resurgence, a way of not only rebuilding your experience of success, but having an impact on the world that was unlikely, unbelievable, improbable in the past. In the middle of September, the Star card. This is about the vision you hold, and this is about your North Star. In other words, the effort to reach your highest experience of your dream, your vision of the world that you can impact as a result of sharing your gift, as a result of your wisdom applied in significant areas, of as a result of your sharing what you have gained access to in a way that allows others to have similar access. This is really something we always reach for. This is never completely fulfilled in its detail. To the degree that we experience a vision in detail is even unlikely, but we do have a sense that prompts us to achieve more, that prompts us to do it better, to see the larger impact of our actions on others in a way that's hopeful, that's uplifting, that restores faith in our capacity. And at the end of September, the Knight of Swords. Here you are slowing down to really pick apart the details of this revelatory, illuminating consciousness that you're experiencing. This is particularly useful to your process, particularly for those of you that are creatives, understanding that this momentous change you're experiencing, no matter how neat or chaotic it may be, is really the basis of your expression. The words you use, the way you present your ideas, the way you represent the ideas of your community, your team, your group, your organization, so that you are honing your presentation, you're honing your words, you're experimenting and discovering new ways to express yourself successfully. You are thoughtful about how your words are an expression of your curiosity about not only your own experience and expression, but that of others, so that you are challenging assumptions through your not only your experience of rebirth, revisioning possibilities that seemed unimaginable in the past, but that you are taking responsibility for the way that you present that, the way you ask questions and elicit feedback from others, or opportunity for them to participate and merge in a collaborative process that you're engaged in. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Scorpio, please like this video. Please share this with others. And please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I greatly appreciate that. And I pulled the denial card. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Well, that seems pretty much enough said. And out pops from the chakra Crystal Wisdom the card Self-Love. This is the heart chakra. The rose quartz is what's pictured here, and quite often what we associate with one of the gemstones we associate with the heart chakra. This is the center. This is the nexus of the axis, vertical and horizontal, in you. Some call this the deity factor, where we are integrating our awareness with the world we live in. Self-love described: you can only love others as much as you love yourself. So that seems incredibly powerful. The Death card in the beginning of the month is clarified by the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands. Very interesting. These two fours that are all about stability, foundation, grounding, manifesting. So I feel as though your spiritual, cultural foundation, this deep gratitude for having survived the experiences of challenge and obstacle in your life, but also a deeper understanding that it could not have been another way. Despite the difficulties, they were necessary for you to gain the sense of wisdom and security that you have in the abundance of the world, in the abundance of the opportunities before you. And this is really you committing to that process, realizing you're inspired by the challenges you've overcome, the difficulties that you observe in your environment and that you have come to accept as the food for your successes, no longer seeing success and failure as a kind of merry-go-round or roller coaster, but really understanding from this perspective, this commitment to expansion, to learning, to the process of gaining more information and stretching ourselves, that you are really about creating a portal of opportunity, bringing a community together, joining in a partnership that you recognize is simply a portal for to build on. The next step is the sense of abundance continually growing, finding more and more experiences to share with others in a way that is a healing spiral in many ways. So we're really grounding and manifesting this foundation for ourselves through whatever way we experience this rebirth. And for many of you, again, it is about a creative process. The star card is clarified by the devil and the Nine of Swords. These are powerful together, and I would expect nothing less from you Scorpios who are being particularly impacted by Pluto's retrograding back into Capricorn. The Nine of Swords initially is about the work that you have had to do to make this phenomenal change in order to release uh, these old experiences, these relationships and opportunities that no longer serve you. You've had to not just persevere through them, but you've had to allow yourself to mourn them, to allow yourself to experience the sense of loss, the sense of regret, the sense of suffering through a pattern of behaviors that you had some role in. This is not to suggest that all oppression or abuse or trauma is something that we participate in consciously or bring upon ourselves. That's not what I mean. What I do mean is as we divest in the belief system that made this possible, that made unfair treatment, that made loss possible, as we release ourselves from those finite beliefs, that structure and organization of faith, we begin to free ourselves from the belief that others hold the key to our accomplishment, our success, our happiness, and understand even more so that we are not never obligated to give our power away. We never relinquish anything with the expectation that something will be given back to us. This is really interacting with this sense of detoxifying your life. Part of the change that this focus on a vision has given you is this understanding that your health, your well-being has been impacted by, in many ways, the desire to conform, the attempt to conform to something that was not designed for you. And in your effort to understand that you are at the center of your life, your success, your happiness begins with your pursuit of a desire, the deservedness to be happy, the deservedness to be successful, and clearly the willingness to work for that. As you experience the sense of releasing an old structure, then you begin to notice and observe, experience other elements in your life that are not helping, that are not healthy, that do not contribute to a sense of whole empowerment. And so the devil card can be as much about detoxifying ourselves, our environment, in all of the smaller details that the overall structure obscures, all the ways we give in to the status quo, when in reality, those are harming us in a myriad of ways. So this change is deep for many of you. I could probably talk about these cards for a very long time, but in the end of September, The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. So many of us, you are experiencing this really concrete, deeper connection with yourself as a result of all the changes you're bringing in. This takes a lot of courage, a lot of effort, a lot of determination, a lot of overcoming fears of not knowing, of looking foolish to others, of inviting the negative criticism, the hurtful disassociation with others, the lack of their belief. You have stuck with what you know to be true for you. And as a result of that, you are pursuing your potential, right? That's a big mouthful, your potential. What does that mean? Well, you know what it means. You're experiencing that. You're opening yourself up to that, knowing that indeed you deserve that. And this is reflected in all of your relationships, the ability to connect this deeply to who you are, what you need, and what you want is something that is attracting other like-minded individuals to you. This is often a card that signals love, that signals real intimate, deep, connected partnership. It also relates to the way that we attract others to us who similarly motivated and aligned are eager to work with us to obtain a higher goal. And the Queen of Swords indicates that beyond simply exploring your own uh, beliefs, your own values, your own principles, simply beyond simply challenging your own assumptions, you are now in the business of convening conversations with others, asking questions of others that help them to see on their own terms what you are learning about yourself. The way you understood reality, you're now encountering an experience where that was not true for you. What was told to you about what you would do if you did X, then you would get Y. You're not experiencing that. You may have never experienced it, but instead of beating yourself up, you're now realizing that this is actually a path forward into better understanding yourself, better serving others, making better decisions about what is aligned for you, what's right for you, and helping others to have that discussion where you listen to how your truth aligns with theirs, their experience of the world. I'm going to finish up this reading with a couple more oracle cards and hope that this reading has been insightful to you. And I flipped the Perseverance card. And it reads, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That seems pretty clear cut to me. And then finally with a chakra crystal card, ooh, out flies the solar plexus chakra, which concerns our assertiveness, our self-esteem, our confidence in the world. And the crystal that's pictured on the outside is called the rutilated quartz. Confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Thank you so much, Scorpio, as always, for so much powerful wisdom. Until next time, namaste.